guys, this is Andres Gonzalez from Graphic Bible, and on today's video I'm going to show you how to make this cute gingerbread illustration in Adobe Illustrator. So let's jump right into it. I start first drawing on my iPad, but you can easily sketch on paper and then reduce the opacity of the picture. Or if you don't enjoy the sketching part, you can take a character from the web like Little Big Planet from PlayStation. Or you can take the character from the Shrek movie. It's really up to you. I would be using the Curvature tool. If you don't know how to use it, I have a tutorial on my channel and I will link it down below. Okay, so let's start creating an artwork. So you're gonna go to File, New, or just press Ctrl N or Command N on Mac. And we're going to use it for Instagram, so we want to make sure that 1080 by 1080 is selected for the weight and height. And 300 works for us. You can name it however you want and click just create. Okay, so I just placed my sketch and you can go to the transparency window. If you don't have it, you can just go to window and click on transparency. And let's select our drawing. And then reduce the opacity to maybe 50%, something like that. Yeah, that works. And press Ctrl 2 or Command 2 on Mac to lock the layer so it doesn't move. Okay guys, so first things first, we are going to work with the flat colors in the beginning and then add some effects or texture at the end. So let's start with the face. And I'm gonna use these colors. If you want this project file, I can link it down below. And then we're gonna do a dark brown for the eyes. So just press L on your keyboard to make a ellipse. And then holding down Alt, you can duplicate it and Shift at the same time. We can group them, so Ctrl G to group them. And click on the Pathfinder view. If you don't have this, you just go to Window and click on Pathfinder. And then click on the first one, Unite. Okay, so after that we can create the mouth. So I'm gonna use this red. And with the Curvature tool, I'm just gonna create 3 points. But make sure you have a stroke, so you can click these 2 arrows to swap the fill to and the stroke. And we're gonna increase the weight to maybe 10, I'll say. I guess 8 is okay. And make sure random cap is selected. Okay, after that we're gonna do the eyebrows. So I'm gonna use this blue. Let me just move this. So I'm gonna use this blue. And I'm gonna use the Curvature tool as well and just create 3 points. And press Shift X to change it to stroke and increase it to maybe 10. Yeah, and round cap as well. And let's create the next one. Okay, so for the hair, I'm gonna use this color. Same thing. Let's create some points. I'm gonna double click this one and change it to stroke. And this one I'll say that maybe 12 points. And if you have this kind of error, you can just click the point and round it a little bit. Yeah, like that it works. And for the face, I'm gonna use, for the head, I'm gonna use this one. So make sure it's a stroke. And with the Curvature tool as well, we're gonna create some points following the sketch. And we can just adjust the points or even create more. Okay, that works. And press Shift X to change it to fill. And with the shape selected, just right click and go to Arrange, Send to Back. Okay guys, so we have the first part. And let's do the same process with the rest of the body. Okay, after that we're gonna go to Object, Expand. And with the shape selected, you're gonna go to Effect, Stylize, and go to Inner Glow. So I'm gonna use maybe 60% opacity and a blur of maybe 7 or 8 works. And make sure center is selected, because if you had edge, it's gonna be very weird effect. So make sure center is selected and click OK. So after that, we're gonna go to effect again, stylize, but in this case I'm gonna use drop shadow. So the shadow will be very subtle. The opacity will be 50%, the X value will be 0 pixel, and the Y value will be 1 pixel. Blur, I will use 2 or 3, it's up to you. And make sure the color is a dark color. In this case I'm using a black color, and click OK. And we're gonna repeat the same process for the other parts of the face. So these are my settings for the eyes, a bit different from the previous one, and click OK. So for the eyebrows, I'm gonna do something a bit different. So I'm gonna add a new stroke. So you go to the appearance panel and click on add new stroke, and we're gonna change the color to white and reduce the weight, the stroke weight, to maybe 3 points, and click outside. And we're gonna do the same thing with the mouth. We're gonna add a new stroke, change the color to white, or maybe a pink color. We can double click here and select a pink color and reduce it to maybe 3 again. We're gonna add a stroke for these ones as well, for the pink, and I'm gonna use 1.2. Okay guys, so we're gonna select all the shapes that doesn't have shadows. We're gonna go to effect, stylize, drop shadow again, and we're gonna use the same settings as the previous one. So just click OK. We can bring this one to front, so right click, arrange, bring to front. We can add another 3D effect. So we're gonna select all the body, like this part, and we're gonna copy it. So Ctrl C or Command C on Mac, and press Ctrl F or Command F. And we're gonna change the color for this dark brown, and right click, arrange, send to the back. With my right arrow key, I'm gonna hold down Shift and click it a couple of times, and press Ctrl G or Command G to group them. Okay guys, so we're gonna add a couple of texture to the skin. So we're gonna select all this light brown color, and we're gonna go to effect, stylize again, and we're gonna add an inner glow. So in this case I'm gonna use blending mode over hard light, and make sure you have like a dark brown color, and the opacity will be 60% and the blur will be 30-35. And make sure in this case we're gonna go for edge and click OK. And to add like a bonus tip would be to add an extra texture. So we're gonna go to effect, but in this case we're gonna go to texture all the way down and click on texturizer. So we're gonna play with the settings here, but we want to achieve something like this. So let me maybe zoom out a little bit. The scaling, let's do maybe 130, yeah. And the relief, maybe, no, this is too much. Maybe 10 is okay. And make sure the light will be from the top. And click OK. Okay guys, so I hope this video was helpful for you, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and follow me on my social media. Also, I have a Etsy shop, you can check and support me, I will link it down below. And see you guys in the next one.